Okay, so this is how I start my December daily. I have not found a way to work into my schedule that I get in my scrapbook room every single day and get my December documented. So usually I have a pile up and I have to catch up on the weekends. Um, so anyway, I try to jot down notes in my planner of different things that we do, pictures that I've taken that I want to include in my December daily or my December 2018 album. And so I'm just consulting my the foundation pages that I have already made to make sure that the page protectors go together. Um, so like you'll see when I draw it on the paper, um, the shape of or the layouts of the different page protectors, and then I try to make it so that the front and back coordinate. So because my next step after doing this will be to print out the pictures in the correct size or close to the correct size. I do like mounting my pictures on pieces of paper, different, Christmassy papers. So I don't mind if they aren't a perfect 4x6 or 2x3 or 5x7. I guess it would be a 6x8 in this album. So anyway, so I kind of draw this. So like this would be day 7 is what I was thinking that I'm writing right now. And I'm just jotting down just little quick scribbles about what the different pictures are that I have for that day, depending on what we did. And now since page 7 I decided is going to be that format, the front side of it would have, I'm going to try to coordinate that with the pictures for page 6. I hope that's making sense, but you'll see as I get a little bit further in the process that I get it all drawn out. So now I'm drawing for page 6, and I am not taking my time or anything. This is really, really just for me. I'm just sharing it to give an idea because I feel like this process can be overwhelming, especially if you can't get into your scrap space every single day. So that's why I'm sharing what works for me. I'm also watching a show while I'm doing this, which so sometimes my pauses are because I'm staring at my iPad. I was watching Dumpling. It just came out on Netflix, and yeah, it was a pretty good show. Thought provoking, but pretty good. Okay, so I guess I led you astray here. The front page of 7 is going to be that particular layout. So when I plan page day 8, that will be on the flip side of page 7. And my days are not always one side or one page for each day. Some days have a couple pages. That little arrow to me indicates like page day 5 is on one side of that page protector and day 6 is on the other side. So just so you know. And then this narrow one, this is a 4 by 3 by 6, I believe. 3 by 6, yeah, the tall and narrow one. And I believe, yes, this will be for the same day. So here's an example. The one side of the 3 by 6 will be for one part of the day, and then the flip side will be for a different day, or a different part of the day, same day. And flipping through everyone's reminding me of the different style because I also don't want to have all of my, 4 pocket pages together and then all of my, split in half 4 by 6 pages together. I like to have a variety as you flip through it so it's not just the same, 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 same. And then, so this one will be a 4 side on one side, 4 side on the other side for days 2 and 3. It's a little tricky to do this, or I found this to be a little tricky to do since I was filming and doing it at the but my pictures are on my camera, which are on my phone camera, I was using to film. So here I am just showing, here's my notebook, and then here's what I ended up from my plan. I took into consideration the foundation pages that I already have made for the tree, Christmas tree, and then went from there. And now I will start working on the rest of day 1. Okay, so before I started day 1, I went through and printed off all my pictures. And I trimmed them all apart, and that's what I have to work with now for the rest of my weekend. On top of making more memories too, and taking pictures of more things that we'll do to add to my book. So, I was some of the things I have for day 1 happened before we decorated the tree. So it was kind of bothering me that these pictures would be after the pictures of decorating the tree. But I got over it because the journaling on my big 5x7 picture of the kids decorating the tree, it included referencing these pictures of these other things that happened prior to the decorating the tree. So that's how I made it work in my head, because it did go out of order, which is okay. So this was my first thought. I was going to use this star paper from Main Kit, from the Ali Edwards Main Kit, and to get some trees in the picture, even though these pictures really have nothing to do with trees. I wanted to pull this paper out to use, and I left this process in because it's what happens. You try things, and I was looking for a little interactive pocket type thing to use. Right in front of me I have this little wooden container that has all my tags and pockets and library card holder type things, and just different. I use these one year for my numbers for my December album, these circles, and these were just the blank ones. They're actually calendar pieces from like a teacher supply set. Like you could put different pocket calendars. I don't know. I had one in my kindergarten classroom. Anyway, these were just leftover ones if you wanted to write special dates on them or something. So I decided to just use the back side of the page of the girls decorating the tree instead of using that star paper that I had initially pulled out. And I end up making this layout very simple. That top picture is a picture of the girls' countdown to Christmas. The middle picture is a picture of me driving through northern Minnesota to get to a swim meet. We had to leave super early to get to the swim meet. It's only about an hour and a half away, but they have to be there by, I think it was 8:30 for warm-ups. So on a Saturday, I call that pretty early. And then the last picture is my daughter swimming. You can't really see her very well, but you know she's there. So I just decided to journal by each of these pictures, and I didn't pre-write my journaling. Kind of just go with it, hoping that it fits. And I'm just explaining that this year my oldest daughter ended up with 2 Countdown to Christmas because she really wanted this Harry Potter socks, 12 Days of Socks countdown, and I had already gotten her a chocolate countdown. I grew up every year my mom would get us a chocolate calendar, just one little tiny piece of chocolate for each day. So that's what I've always gotten the girls, and this year I ended up finding a countdown to Christmas for my youngest daughter, whose birthday is in October, of these LOL dolls that she really likes. So she ended up with 2, which started a trend. And then my middle daughter just really wanted like bigger chocolates. So here's how the page ended up. And at the very end, I do a quick flip through of how my first few pages of my book are laid out. Thanks for watching.